everyone, it's Anthony here at Talking Review, and today we're going to be talking about the Netflix series The Witcher, starring Henry Cavill. So The Witcher series, it is essentially based around the game and the books of The Witcher. I think the games are a lot more popular than the books. I mean, I'm going to be honest, up until the point that this series came out, I didn't even know that the games were based on a book. I've not played the games myself, but I do have a lot of close friends that do play the games, that love the games, rave about the games, but as I said, didn't even know that the books were a thing up until now. So apparently this series is a lot more faithful to the books than it is the games. You will have to let me know whether or not that's true or not. Like I said, I've played neither the game nor have I read the book. I've just watched the series. I've just been the lazy one and just watched the series. What are you going to do? So the story. Where do I begin with the story? So essentially we're following our main character, Geralt, played by Henry Cavill. And we're in a world where mutants and monsters and horrible ghouly goblin-y creatures and magic exists. So you pretty much have to get yourself accustomed to the fact that you're going to be majorly stepping outside of reality for this one, which I haven't got a problem with. I absolutely love fantasy. So when the first scene came up, when he pops out of a river or a sludge pit or whatever you want to call it, fighting this huge spidery looking thing, I thought, okay, I can get on board with this. I'm not going to go over the plot for you, simply because I think it'll be far too confusing for me to try to explain. It was confusing enough just to try and watch it, let alone explain it to someone. So you'll have to go and watch it for yourself to try and see if you can piece it together a lot easier than I did, because I had a bit of a struggle trying to put this one together. Even after the episode that forces you to put it together anyway, it still felt a little bit confusing to me. The good things about it, it was a very aesthetically pleasing TV show to watch. The first scene you get is someone fighting this huge spidery, horrible, monstery looking thing, and it actually looks pretty good. It doesn't look substandard, it looks watchable. It's definitely not movie budget material, but it's definitely enough to kind of go, that's the world that I'm living in, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm getting. And visually, I think all the way through, it looks really good. Almost to the point where I think they spent far too long thinking about the visuals and less time thinking about how this might be perceived in terms of the story. Because I do feel that this is very much a style over substance kind of TV show. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that raved about it, which is one of the reasons why I watched it. Like I said, I've got no affiliation to the games nor the book, or books, I don't know. But people were raving about it, so I thought I'd give it a go. However, the story really wasn't something that just drew you in. It was very nice to look at, but just all in all, a little dull. Like I said, I won't go over the plot points, but there is a lot of time hopping in this show, and it's hard to know where you are at all times. Even, like I said, after they try to explain it to you where you are, it's still very hard to follow. And when you've only got 8 episodes to tell a story, it's very hard to cram that all in and keep someone's attention when all they're thinking about is, where are we now? What year am I in? It's very hard to enjoy what you're watching if you don't really understand where you are, what you're doing, or how it fits into the bigger picture. And that's a big part of my disappointment about this show, is it's just a little too confusing for most people. I wouldn't say that it's so confusing that you would turn it off, because like I said, there is an episode where it reveals where you are in that point of time, but I don't think it then becomes any clearer after that, which is a problem really, because when you feel like you've kind of got there and went, yes, I know where I am, it then loses you again. And I feel like it's trying to emulate something that happened in Westworld, where you've got multiple times going on and then it reveals something and you kind of go, that makes sense now. Thank you very much for that. I know where I am. I know what I'm doing. We can progress. I don't feel like I got that with The Witcher, unfortunately. Acting-wise, strange one, because I've always rated Henry Cavill. However, this one, I don't know if it's because of the character he plays or it's just the direction he went in, but it's extremely dull and wooden and nothing really there. And I do think that's part of the character, because he plays a character that doesn't really convey emotion. But I don't know if it feels like he was invested in it. I know that he was invested because he was looking forward to doing this for a very long time, and he's a big fan of The Witcher, but it just didn't feel right for me. Overall, I'm not very eager for the second series. There is going to be a second series. I'm not eager. I'm not chomping at the bit to try and watch the second series. My wife is. She really loved it. However, it just didn't work for me. So I'm happy to leave it there, unfortunately, for now. Which is a shame, really, because I've heard really good things about it. So I was kind of disappointed when that's what we got. What did you guys think of The Witcher? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to hit 700 subscribers as soon as we possibly can. So make sure you subscribe for any future content as well. Also, make sure you check us out on all the social medias. Facebook, Instagram. Maybe not all the social medias, but 2 social medias. And I'll see you guys for the next review. Peace!